Yo, welcome back. This is Chad coming at you on another weekly check-in out in nature. Oh man, pushed it a little bit trying to get out here before the sun went down. So, gonna be doing a quick sketch, but do what you gotta do. Here we go, doing it again, still doing it. I guess that's been the name of the game, is just saying like, oh yeah, I'm still doing it, and trying to balance, because with new additions to your schedule, I always do that, get all excited. Let's see. Just trying to stay the course, you know what I mean? I feel like that becomes a little bit like redundant, saying it over and over and over, but man, it really is the phase I'm in right now, because it's just like I feel like I'm getting close to being ready to get the brand going, which was why the whole art thing was supposed to kind of jumpstart me just getting back into getting the creative juices flowing, so to speak. So it's done that, but I can get lost in just like doing this whole like Groundhog Day thing, where I'm just like going through the same day over and over and not really doing anything different. I don't know. At some point I gotta kind of make a shift here too, so feeling that. I'm gonna go back down by the water, actually, kind of cool down it, see what we can find to draw. Yeah, man, I'm just going through all the emotions of, holding myself accountable, having the rough days, the off days where I just don't feel like doing it, or, just spending too much time on getting lost in the details with the posts and stuff, and trying to find the perfect song to match the picture just right to have the, like it's just more about doing right now, and I got to keep true to that. So, but one thing that I kept thinking about lately, oh, that's kind of cool. Check that out. It's like why, it's like if you don't have a why, it's easy to get bogged down in the day-to-day, I guess. Why do we create? There's a podcast I've been watching, more like artistic related podcasts lately, and they were talking about that, like why do we create? Why do people make art? Music, anything beyond just function and utility, And I mean, each person has their own answer to that, I think. But I know for me, it's like I just feel like more of myself when I'm expressing myself through art, whether it's like playing music every day, or whether it's like just drawing every day, like I have been. I do easily discredit like the fulfillment I get out of that, and I keep like wanting to do more, wanting to have some kind of like, what's this all for, right away. But doing it for the sake of it just makes me happy, you know what I mean? Like staying true to that, I feel like will be my North Star. Hopefully. Man, I'm just like everybody else, I get excited, I can pump myself up, and then I have self-doubt, and I get like, I don't know, like, that's really gonna work, and then I'll have, I'll go back and forth, and I'll have the days where I feel super motivated, super excited about where things are going. I'll kind of see some progress through my drawings and stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, why do we create? Because we can. We're here, it's just about expression, and it's a big part of the brand, the clothing brand Ryo, that I have, that I'm working on, and it's about self-expression. Like, we are here to express ourselves in this one life that we get, and just, I don't know, just trying to stay true to that, like trying to stay true to who you are, who I am, who each of us is. That's the art, you know what I mean? I was just thinking about this the other day. I'm glad I remembered. But last little tidbit. So like, if you have 10 different people and you have them replace a light bulb, when they get done, it's all going to be pretty much, it's going to look the same. The light's going to come on. There's not going to be much difference. But if you have 10 people and you give them a piece of paper and a pencil and you say, draw a light bulb, every single light bulb will be different. And that's kind of cool. You know, it's like, there's no wrong, you know? You can refine your craft in art, but there's no like wrong way. It's more like when you get done and you do your art, it's like, is this true to me, you know? That's another thing I heard the other day in this interview. The guy was talking about like getting done and feeling like, oh, this is a good piece of art, this is a bad piece of art. Being more like a metric to check in, I guess, is like, is this true? Did I express myself with this? You know, did I push myself? Did I have fun? Did I just make some art, you know? And some of that actually turned out really cool or good or whatever, but I didn't always have to, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's all I got. Checking in, staying steady. Proud of myself, proud of you for checking in and watching this video. Appreciate anybody clicking in and sharing my story. So I guess we're done for the day for now. I keep doing the sign off and then I go draw and then I do another sign off, so I'm gonna try to get better. Like, all right, let's go pick out a spot and let's draw. All right, let's go. Okay, well, we finished. Forgot to put my feet in the picture, and I drew those last in the dark. Not really sure how that's gonna look, but you know, it's part of the fun of procrastinating. No, I just kind of had some other stuff today, but man, putting it off and trying to squeeze this in with the sun going down is kind of tough. But anyway, got it done, so it's all good. Try to be more mindful of that next time. I don't even know if you can see me right now because it's super dark. Hopefully this camera will pick it up, but at least the sunset looks pretty. Cool. So, life is good, you know? Like, we're here. We've been through what we've been through. And some of the good stuff made for good memories, some of the bad stuff made for good lessons learned, you know, and that's all part of the story, and it's okay. And sometimes it's okay to not be okay and have an off day. I don't think you want to stay there every day, but it doesn't always have to be like everything's perfect, but just trying to keep showing up, you know what I mean? So anyway, let's call it. Thanks for tuning in. See you.